Brilliance Audio presents Almost Dead by Lisa Jackson. Performed by Christine Williams. She couldn't believe she'd actually gotten away with it. Adrenaline sizzled through her blood. When the old woman had finally looked at her, she'd almost lost it, but somehow she'd found an inner strength to go through with her plan. Now, as the windshield wipers slapped away the rain, her heart drummed 1,000,000 miles a minute. Triumphant, it was all she could do to ease off the accelerator of her Taurus. She couldn't afford a speeding ticket or any kind of interest from the police. Not now. Calm down. You can savor this later. Her gloved fingers curled over the steering wheel, but she couldn't quite put aside, not even for an instant, the thrill of the kill and that moment right before she'd pushed the old woman over the railing. That precise, magnificent moment of recognition when Eugenia had made eye contact with her. In that smallest of heartbeats, Eugenia Haversmith Cahill had realized that she was about to meet her maker, that she was facing her own demise. Even so, the old bitch probably hadn't expected it to happen so quickly. She probably thought that there would be a way to talk, bully, or buy her way out of it. Too bad. Grinning to herself, she turned on the defroster, forcing warm air to blast on the interior of the glass and evaporate the condensation as she gazed through the windshield at the glowing taillights of the sporty little BMW zipping along in front of her. In and out of traffic he wove, his engine whining. "Go for it, you idiot," she thought. "You get the ticket." She remembered the old woman's horror as she'd been pitched over the railing. Oh, Eugenia had fought and screamed, but she hadn't been able to save herself. Her small body had slammed into the hard marble floor, the crunch of bones, a sickening, satisfying thud. Now she flipped on the radio and hummed along to an old song by Sheryl Crow. Staying within the speed limit, she headed over the bridge spanning the night-darkened waters of the bay, following a steady stream of taillights into Oakland. Still feeling a bit paranoid, she checked her rearview mirror more than once, making certain she wasn't being followed. She couldn't get caught. Not yet. Not when there was so much to do, so much to accomplish. Squinting against the headlights reflecting in her mirror, she saw nothing out of the ordinary. No red and blue strobe lights announcing a police cruiser pursuing her. For God's sake, no one's tailing you. No one knows what you did. Relax. You got away with it. And the cops? They're morons. Remember that. Once on the east side of the bay, she headed north toward Berkeley and calmed a little. She quit holding the steering wheel in a death grip and wasn't quite as jangled, nor as afraid, nor as high. She exhaled a calming breath as she drove through the suburbs toward Wildcat Canyon, where the dense population gave way to little bungalows and quiet tree-lined streets. One more time, just before turning down the road to her little rental house, she rechecked her mirrors. To be safe, she made a couple of quick right turns, watching behind her. Then, satisfied that she was safe from pursuit, she doubled back into an alley behind the 2-bedroom cottage she'd leased under a fake name. She remembered handing the leasing agent her fake ID, biting her lip with anxiety, sure that when it was checked, the agent would discover the Oregon driver's license was a fraud. Instead, with a few quick clicks on a computer keyboard to double-check the credit report and job history of Elise Hammersley, recently of Gresham, Oregon, and acceptance of a cashier's check, she, as Elise, was handed the keys. Wonderful. Now she liked to think of herself as Elise. Why, she was Elise. Why not? It was perfect. Chuckling to herself, she pulled into the drive. The bungalow had the basic floor plan of post-World War II, with 2 small bedrooms, single bath, a living area, walk-through dining room, tiny kitchen, and stairs that led to the most important feature of the house, a basement, with special amenities.